Hey guys, how are you? Wait. I hope that you're okay. I hope that you're having fun. I hope that you have been enjoying the videos and enjoying everything in the classes. I hope that you are getting ready for your transition from one teacher to another teacher. I hope that you are enjoying this time, and I hope that you are getting very ready to start with this. Okay, so today we are going to start with our class. Obviously, we are going to need our notebook. Today, I'm not going to be using my notebook, but I'm going to expecting you to be using your notebook. Please write the date at the beginning. Today is Monday, January 25th, 2021. I know that it's important that you follow my example, but I think that it's very important that you get accustomed to write the date on your own because it's part of your assessment. If you send me pages without the date, then they don't cost the same points because you're not working the same as everybody. So write the date. Today is Monday, January 25th, 2021, and writing there, Ready Player One. Today we are going to read pages 66 and 67, 68 and 69, and I'm going to do 66 and 67 for you. You are going to do 68 and 69 by yourself, okay? So remember that we are writing one important fact per page. You were supposed to read, if I'm not incorrect, page 65 by yourself last time, and just as a review, the last time we saw that Wade was taking Latin. Wait, let me make this page a little bigger. Yes. He was making the page, he was studying Latin. Some people were studying Mandarin, Hindi, or Spanish, but he was taking Latin because James Halliday, the guy that he was following through the game, used a lot of Latin in his games. So he was very interested on that. So let's go to today's page, right in there, page 66. I'm going to read it, we're going to discuss it, you're going to write it. Page 66. If there was something I needed that wasn't legally available for free, I could almost always get it by using GunTorrent, a file sharing program used by gunters around the world. So just like in here, if you need something that is illegal, you can use torrents, or some people can, because I can't, to download things that are not legal. But they come with a lot of viruses, so I wouldn't advise it for you. When it came to my research, I never took any shortcuts. Over the past 5 years, I've worked my way down the entire recommended gunter reading list. Douglas Adams, Kurt Vonnegut, Neil Stephenson, Richard Kay, Morgan, Stephen King, Orson Scott, Orson Scott Card, Terry Pratchett, Terry Brooks, Vester Bradbury, Haldeman, Heinlein, Tolkien. Tolkien is the writer of the Rings. What is the name of that movie? The Lord of the Rings books. Vance, Gibson, Gaiman, Sterling, Moorcock, Scalzi, Zelazny. I read every novel by every single one of Halliday's favorite authors. From all of those, the only one that I know is Tolkien, but I never read those books, but I have read some Stephen King. There's one called Desperado. Oh my god, so scary, so gory. It's kind of bloody, but it's really interesting. So he was reading those books because Halliday loved them, because in his mind, in order for finding the eggs, he would have to research those authors more and more, so he would be able to find the eggs by finding clues on that. I also watch every single film he referenced in the almanac. If it was one of Halliday's favorites, like War Games, Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters, Real Genius, Better Off Dead, or Revenge of the Nerds, I rewatched it until I knew every scene by heart. I devoured each of what Halliday referred to as the Holy Trilogies. Star Wars, I can't, I try, but I just... The Lord of the Rings, The Matrix, ooh, The Matrix are good! Mad Max, I watched the new one, I haven't watched the old one, so I would have to give it an opportunity. Back to the Futures are good. And Indiana Jones, Indiana Jones are so cool. Until Harrison Ford became so proud about himself and he thought that he was all that. I didn't like it anymore. Halliday once said that he preferred to pretend the other Indiana Jones films from Kingdom of the Crystal Skull onward didn't exist. See what I say? Because he was more proud. He was just like, I'm Harrison Ford and I'm Indiana Jones. Yeah, they were not very good. I also absorbed the complete filmographies of each of his favorite directors. James Cameron, ooh, Avatar, Gillian, Peter Jackson, is it The Hobbit, I think? Fincher, Kubrick, George Lucas from Star Wars, Spielberg, Del Toro, Tarantino, and of course Kevin Smith. I spent 3 months. I know that all these names mean nothing to you, but they mean a lot of things to me because I'm older. But just try to think of all movies that were very cool. I spent 3 months studying every John Hughes teen movie and memorizing all the key lines on dialogue. Only the meek get pinched, the bold survive. You could say I covered all the bases. I studied Monty Python and not just Holy Grail either. Every single one of their films, albums, and books, and every possible of the original BBC series included those two lost episodes they did for German television. I wasn't going to cut any corners. I wasn't going to miss something obvious. Somewhere along the way, I started to go overboard. I may, in fact, have started to go a little insane. I watch every game of the greatest American hero, Airwolf, The A-Team, Knight Rider, Misfits of Science, and The Muppet Show. I know The Muppet Show from all that list. What about The Simpsons, you ask? Okay, so stop there. So from page 66, what you can say is that um, Wade was trying to research James Halliday's personality by the films that he liked. He was trying to figure out what kind of person James Halliday was by trying to figure out all the things that he loved and that he liked. So he was researching everything on his books, favorite movies, favorite TV shows, favorite series on TV and trilogies and everything because he thought that he would find little clues and he would know him better, and it works when he would try to understand Halliday by watching the things that he liked. Page 67. I knew more about Springfield than I knew about my own city. Star Trek? Oh, I did my homework. TOS, TNG, DS9, even Voyager, and Enterprise. I watched them all in chronological order. The movies too. Phasers locked on target. So, and those Star Trek, they're not my thing, but there was a show from the 60s called Lost in Space, and there was a robot that was very, very, very crappy because it wasn't really good. Oh my god, it was so good. I gave myself a crash course on the 80s Saturday morning cartoons. I learned the name of every last goddamn Gobot and Transformer. Oh, Transformers were good. Land of the Lost, Thunder the Barbarian, He-Man, I have the power. That's a good one. Schoolhouse Rock, G.I. Joe, I didn't like that one. I knew them all because knowing is half of the battle. Who was my friend when things got rough? HR Pun Stuff. Japan? Did I cover Japan? Yes, yes indeed. Anime and live action, Godzilla, Gamera, Star Blazers, The Space Giants, and G-Force. G-Force are good. They were very dramatic, but they were very good. Go, Speed Racer, go. No, I didn't like Speed Racer. I wasn't some dilettante. I wasn't screwing around. I memorized every last Bill Hicks stand-up routine. Music? Well, covering all the music wasn't easy. It took some time. The 80s was a long decade. 10 whole years. And Halliday didn't seem to have had very discerning taste. He listened to everything, so I did too. Pop, rock, new wave, punk, heavy metal, from the Police to Journey to REM to The Clash. I tackled it all. I burned through the entire They Might Be Giants discography in under 2 weeks. Devil took a little longer. I watched a lot of YouTube videos of cute geeky girls playing 80 cover tunes on ukuleles. Have you ever seen it? Somewhere over the... I'm pretty sure that my video is gonna be taken down from... I don't know if it's gonna be taken down on YouTube. I'll let you know. If it's taken down by YouTube, I'm gonna put it in the platform. I'm gonna post a copy on... Jesus, why did I do that? On Drive. Because I'm not supposed to say things that have copyrights. Technically, this wasn't part of my research, but I had a serious cute geeky girls playing ukuleles fetish that I can neither explain nor defend. I memorized lyrics, silly lyrics by bands with names like Van Halen, Bon Jovi, Def Leppard, and Pink Floyd. I kept it at it. I burned the Midnight Oil. Do you know that Midnight Oil was an Australian band with a 1987 hit titled Beds Are Burning? I was obsessed. I wouldn't quit. My grades suffered. I didn't care. I read every issue of every comic book title Halliday had ever collected. I wasn't going to have anyone questioning my commitment, especially when it came to video games. So, all of this in page 67, we can say that he was trying to research every movie genre, every director, every series, every musician, every song, every genre of music or movies or films from the 80s, so he would be able to understand Holiday in a better way. And those are things that are hard to understand, mostly if it's an era that you don't understand or you're foreign from it, because you're like, oh, that's really pretty. Like when you see your parents' old pictures and you look at them and you're like, you look like a crazy person. Those humongous um, bangs that people wear. Selena belongs to the kind of like the end of the 80s, 90s. Well, no, some of the 90s because her hair is very crazy when she was younger. And you see how the crazy hair was very thick and curly and voluminous. So all those crazy things, he was trying to research them so he would be able to explain them. Okay, so this is for 66 and 67. Now, I'm gonna read 68, but I'm not gonna explain it. You are gonna have to explain it so you can write your own important fact. In 69, that's on your own. Ready? Video games were my area of expertise, my double weapon specialization, my dream Jeopardy category. I downloaded every game mentioned and referenced in the almanac, from Akalavev to Saxon. I played every title until I had mastered it, then moved on to the next one. You'd be amazed how much research you can get done when you have no life whatsoever. 12 hours a day, 7 days a week is a lot of study time. I worked my way through every video game genre and platform. Classic arcade coin-ops, home computer, console, and handheld, text-based adventures, first-person shooters, third-person RPGs, Asian O, 16 and 32-bit classics written in the previous century. All of those games, I have never played them. And I played these ancient digital relics night after night, year after year. I discovered I had a talent for them. I could master most action titles in a few hours, and there wasn't an adventure or role-playing game I couldn't solve. I never needed any walkthroughs or cheat codes. Everything just clicked, and I was even better at the old arcade games. When I was in the zone on a high-speed classic like Defender, I felt like a hawk, in flight all the way. I thought a shark must feel as it cruises the ocean floor. For the first time, I knew what it was to be a natural at something, to have a gift. But it wasn't my research into all movies, comics, or video games that had yielded my first real clue, that had come while I was studying the history of all pen and paper role-playing games. So, as you remember in the video that I posted with Dungeons and Dragons, that I know that Sarah said that she would never play that, Dungeons and Dragons is not a video game, it's a role-play game where you assume the personality of someone and then you talk to people just like in, go and watch the first chapter of Stranger Things and you're gonna see them fighting. So, when they were fighting, discussing who was the Demogorgon and all those things, that's a role play. There's nothing, there's no technology, just you and you're smart. So this is how we find the first clue. Reprinted on the first page of Anorak's almanac were the 4 rhyming lines of verse Halliday had recited in the invitational video. 3 hidden keys open 3 secret gates. Whereas the errand will be tested for worthy traits, and those with the skill to survive these traits will reach the end where the prize awaits. At first, this seemed to be the only direct reference to the contest in the entire almanac, but then buried among all those rambling journal entries and easy on pop culture, I discovered a hidden message. A hidden message that you are going to find by yourself, because you are going to solve 68 and 68 and 69 alone. So you are going to write your own, because I read it for you already. You're welcome. Now you have to summarize what we read and put it in an important fact. And then 69, you're going to read it alone, and you're going to make the important fact alone. So I hope that you are okay. I hope that you're doing everything as I told you. Remember to write them with a pen in cursive. And if it's not in a pen with cursive, then you're not going to have all the points. And I hope that you're having a lot of fun. I will see you tomorrow again. And until that time, bye guys.